Welcome to Canine Handler Fitness. This is a podcast for dog sport handlers who want to feel strong, capable, and confident in their bodies. Hi, my name's Liz Joyce. I am a strength and conditioning coach, and I specialize in fitness for agility and dog sport performance. In this podcast, we cover everything you need: strength, speed, mobility, and endurance. All the things to keep you moving, performing, and doing what you love, both in and out of the ring. Let's dive into today's episode. Hey y'all, as always, welcome back. So if you don't know, I just got a puppy. Well, she's more of a teenager, teenage tyrant, as my friend Sarah calls them. She's an 18-month-old Malinois, and I'm telling y'all, she is all kinds of sweet and lovely, and she's that perfect blend of like sweet and spice. And I'm also going to say that she's basically a full-time job. I love her. I'm super happy that she's here, and it's a lot. We're also moving into a new home in 2 weeks. So my schedule right now is like, it's a lot. It's a extra everything kind of situation. And I know everybody's in these kinds of situations and periods of time in their life where there's more time, more energy, and let's not even forget about the more emotional bandwidth. And during this transition, I'm relying heavily on a concept that not enough people, number one, know about, and number two, feel really great about using. And it's this idea of a minimum viable week. And I want to talk to you about this because I'm your coach. I do this for a living. I've been lifting weights for 28 years. And I'm going to tell you right now that this really works. When people's lives get really busy, like mine's about to over the next few weeks, I forgot to tell you at the beginning that I also built out, re-recorded, I'm almost done all the exercise videos. I'm 750 in now, and I've got about 250 to go. I edited them, put them all in the app, launched it, and all that's been going on while my puppy got here, and we're moving into a new house. So it's busy, and everybody's lives can kind of get into these sort of hectic things are crossing over. You know, I can't wait for one of these balls to get off my plate type of situation. And what a lot of people do is they either go all in and try to do all the things and end up, having maybe minor panic attacks during the day, or they might do nothing. And I'm talking about more specifically the fitness stuff, not life, but fitness stuff. And what I see over and over again is people trying to hold the normal routine together and then stack all the extra stuff on top. And when they can't, these people have a very difficult time, and they kind of can disappear or stop or wait until things calm down. And I just want to say sometimes things don't calm down for a while. And I also want to say that you don't lose progress because of busy weeks. You lose it because you disappear during them. So instead of asking yourself this question, can I do my full program right now? I want you to ask yourself, what's the least I can do to stay in this? Which is probably not a conversation you're going to have a lot of personal trainers, but here we are. This is your minimum viable week. That's what we're talking about. And I'm about to have a couple of minimum viable weeks myself. They're not impressive. This is not stuff that's going to be posted on Instagram. These aren't those hot mirror selfies we're taking. They're not perfect. They're not your best. But what they are is enough to keep your momentum alive. They're also enough to not lose your gains. This is a mindset thing for sure. Actually, I was just talking with my sister a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling her I'm having a harder time getting to the gym because I had just had an oral surgery. So I wasn't actually able to go to the gym for a week and a half. And all of this other stuff was going on that I already told you about. And I was saying to her, it's harder on my mental health without that daily reminder of being a bit of a badass in the gym. Without that daily reminder, and I always start my days, my mornings are my workout time, without starting my day on a high note, feeling really confident, doing something that I'm good at, feeling powerful in my body, it took a toll on my mental health, and it was very noticeable. She actually even noticed it, and we don't even live in the same city. This is also a conversation that we're talking about how your body actually works. So we're going to talk about strength right now, because you can maintain your strength on about a third of the work that you normally do. So 60 to 70%. That can be either in the weight that you do, and I would encourage you to try and keep the weights kind of similar-ish, but it also can be in the volume that you do. So if you do 3 sets typically, you can do 2, or if you do 2 sets typically, you can do 1. What we want to do is challenge yourself and not try to fit a full workout into a shorter amount of time, but do as much as you would on a normal workout in terms of effort level, but just for a little bit less time, a little less volume. Strength is something that is slower to leave and also fast to come back. So most people hold on to about 90%, 90% of their strength for a few weeks, even if things drop off. And with these maintenance weeks, like we're talking about, these minimum viable weeks, you can lose zero, which is, I mean, how good is that? But if you got a couple of messy weeks like I'm about to head into, you're not going to be losing, everything or losing a significant amount of weight. You're going to be able to leave this challenging period of time, go back into your workouts, and be able to experience your badassness right away. Let's talk about cardio because cardio is something that drops faster than strength. And you might lose a bit during a couple of weeks for sure. And also, two short workouts a week can hold on to most of it. And I'm talking about 15 to 20 minutes, and that's it. The key concept on these minimum viable weeks, again, we're looking at 60 to 70% of our typical volume or effort. I'm going to say volume most likely because that would reduce the length of time that you're working out, is that we're not trying to build, but what we are trying to do is not go backwards. And that is a win. When you think about what makes me win on a long-term fitness game, it is about climbing the hill for sure. And when you hit something that's a bit slippery, a bit challenging, not falling back down the hill. We want to keep going forward, right? And as time goes on, not going backwards is a really big deal. So right now, in this season of life that's coming up for me, this is what it's going to look like. And I've already made this decision ahead of time. So when I get into this minimum viable week, I won't feel like a pressure on myself about needing to keep up with my typical workout volume and taking care of my new puppy. And Levi's back is hurt, by the way, which is terrible and it's freaking me out. But Levi's body is hurt. And so they require separate exercising and separate training. And my house needs work and so on. So I'm going to take the pressure off. I've already decided I'm going to do that. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, instead of 4 60-minute strength sessions per week, I'm going to do 3 20-minute strength sessions per week. Is the volume less than 60 to 70%? Yeah. And you know what? That's okay. Some of these days are going to feel really badass. And I personally can do a lot in 20 minutes in the gym. And some days it's probably going to feel like I barely showed up, but I'm going to keep that promise to myself. I've already planned the days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've already planned them. I already know how long they're going to be. So I know on those days, I'm going to keep my promise to show up because that's really important to me. That for me, I'm a person that for myself, I say I'm going to do something and then I do it. And this is a season for me that's not going to be for perfection, but it's a season for kind of staying in it. I've made a ton of gains over the last year. I'm coming out of basically being on bed rest for 4 months. And now I just got cleared to get back into running, which feels amazing. What I really don't want to do is take time off. It feels like my fitness is and my body's kind of getting to a stable place. And I don't want to make that foundation rocky at all. So here's what I want you to do if this sounds familiar to you, or if you look ahead in your schedule and in your life and decide that you do have a period of time that's coming up, it's going to be a little bit hectic, maybe with some overlapping priorities where they're all important and you can't get a ball off your plate. So we want to define what your minimum viable week is. Think about it a little bit ahead of time. Make the decision ahead of time. I'm going to encourage you to do it in the morning. And that might be 2 workouts a week that are 15 minutes, and that's enough. And again, doing it in the morning is going to give you that emotional boost of doing something in your body that you feel good about. It's also going to increase your energy for the day. And you start your whole day by getting a checklist on that, the things I need to do today. This is a big deal. And it's got a big green check mark, and that feels amazing. So if you're in a busy season right now, or you're heading into one, or you find yourself in one at a later date, I want you to just really hear this. Your minimum viable week is 60 to 70% of the volume that you would have done on building weeks. The goal during this time is to stay connected to it, stay connected to your body, stay connected to your routine, keep that promise to yourself. And this is the stuff that will let you build again later without starting from a back spot, which is hard. I know that this is a problem, not just for me, but for everybody that I work with, who include people with full-time jobs that have dogs. Some people have children, some people have little children. And it's important that these people have structure and also flexibility. So this is why I actually built this app that I did. And it was a ton of work, and I think it's super worth it. There's a whole express workout section that has short workouts, like 10 to 20 minutes. They give you structure in a course if you want it, or if you need to do something that's more in an express lane, you can just Pick it. In 3 clicks, you've got the workout that you need to do for that day, and you're not falling behind. You just open it and pick your time and get going. And I hope to see you over there. We're having an anniversary sale because it is 4 years since my first class started, and it's so exciting. So for a limited time until May 15th of 2026, you get half off your first month. You get a free week trial. Included is a 15-minute video onboarding call with me. And on May 15th, at the end of the day, I'll be doing a draw from everybody that's on my app. One lucky person is going to win a sweatshirt and a t-shirt and 2 30-minute video calls with me, so you can really dig into the material or any stumbling blocks have been coming up for you over the years or right now. You'll find a link to sign up in the show notes. And I hope to see you over there.
Thanks so much for being here with me today and choosing to spend this time investing in yourself. I hope you feel encouraged to take action. Even the smallest steps forward will add up in ways you cannot even imagine yet. If this episode gave you something to think about or lifted you up, please share it with a friend. You really never know who might need these tools today. For more information, practical tools, and resources to help you get stronger and confident both in and out of the ring, head on over to caninehandlerfitness.com. You can also find me on all the socials under the same name, so come on over and say hi. I'm here to help you build the skills, knowledge, and belief you need to reach your goals. Keep going, keep learning, and most of all, keep showing up for yourself. You've got this, and I'll be here cheering for you every step of the way.